Today we wanted to talk about marketing your home when you're selling and buying at the same time.
Now, really, here's the thing that makes us a little bit more engaging. Now, one of the things you are noticing, we already do a lot of videos, so we will definitely be doing YouTube videos for your home. This is something not even on our script, but I'm going to throw it out there because YouTube is a great thing, and Google owns YouTube, which means if I have to market with Google, having video of your home that I have filmed is going to be amazing.
Exactly.
Now, also, video is one thing, but photography is absolutely key, and that's what we're going to talk about most of this. People say you don't judge a book by its cover, but let me tell you, 1/3 of all people will buy a book based on a cover, and most of us, when we're buying homes, we will look at those photos a million times. So honestly, I have a listing coming up, and I just want to point out we booked a photographer 1 month early because I wanted the best photography for this house. I'm just throwing this out there because you want to make sure that your home is getting the best. So we're going to talk about why it matters when we're trying to list your home, and also we're going to talk about how opening it up with an open house is also a great idea.
Exactly. Therefore, the first thing is leveraging professional photography. As my wife explained, is very important because that first impression is the most important things, and those high quality image that you're taking by the professional photographers can really showcase your home in the best way. And here is why is important.
Well, he's already said first impressions matter. The photography has to look, people with professional photographers look way better than the one I take with my own cell phone. I'm a great photographer, but I'm not the best photographer. I'm a good photographer. Why? And that matters. And when I'm listing a home, I'm not using my photography at all. I will do video because I love doing video, as you can see, but photos, I am not the expert. I need someone else who is going to do that because they can show the strengths of the home. They can downplay the weaknesses and really make a buyer fall in love with your home. So high quality photos will bring more attention to this home, which will result in more showings and potentially more offers.
Exactly. Therefore, as my wife said, the last one is like really engagement, that it makes it with those showcasing of the
You can tell me how it makes a difference right after we do our introduction. Let's hit it. Hi, it's Alan Victoria. Welcome to our channel and podcast.
And if this is your first time in our podcast and YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe and get notified.
Also, you call text all the time, 252-327-3357. We love talking to you. Don't be shy. Also, grab our buyer's guide and seller's guide in the description below. If we leave dirty laundry around, it's going to mess up the home sale because people will be like, oh, well, if they left their dirty clothes, is this home actually more dirty? So it's always good to prepare your home as clean as possible. Now, also, I love marketing. So that's really what we're going to talk about. Now, I told you we're going to launch with an open house, but really all of this is really to gauge the marketing. And that is what we're going to just jump into a little bit more.
Exactly. Therefore, we wanted to talk first about the marketing. The marketing first, we wanted to talk about high quality thumbnail using a very standout photo as a thumbnail for online listing, which basically we go and pick from all those photos that the professional photographer took and get the best one that showcase your house.
And another thing we're going to do is make sure when we are filming or taking photos of your home is that we're going to launch with a 3D virtual tour. This is going to give people a more immersive experience, and if they're sitting in a different state, maybe they're in California and they're thinking moving to Greenville, North Carolina, they can look at the house, scroll up, scroll down, and they get a little bit more able to look around this way.
Exactly. Beside of this virtual tour and 3D, also drone picture. It showed the subdivision, how the house is located in that subdivision or that street. That can actually brings more buyers because they can have the feeling of that house, how is in that neighborhood.
Also, descriptions. I love writing descriptions. It's not just ChatGPT with me. Why? Because your description has to highlight a story. You're showing why this home is the next best option. Who's going to buy the home? How are we going to talk about it? So descriptions matter. USA Today bestselling author here. And that's one of the things I will like to say is most people are just going to throw it into the ChatGPT and then give you this clearly ChatGPT store, like blah blah, but that doesn't help with the marketing necessarily.
Exactly. The next thing that we wanted to talk about after the description is the feedback. After open house, getting feedback to see if there are areas the house that need to be improved. For example, things that people, they come and they say, oh, for example, I didn't like this part of the house. And if this is that, simple project, we can take on the action and make the improvement on that.
Now, lastly, when we are running an open house, of course, we're going to walk around and be social and then try to answer questions, gauge people's real interest. Now, remember, selling your home is going to be multifaceted. Presentation is absolutely key. The better your home looks, the better, it's easier it will sell. But, making sure somebody is on your team who can do this marketing, comes in with a plan of action, really, really does matter. You don't want to just have anybody list your home. You want to have somebody you trust list your home, because this really matters. Like we said, we always use professional photography. You have the MLS. We're going to run an open house for you immediately, because we're aiming for a swift sale. The goal is to get you where you want to go as fast as we need to be there. So we want to keep this in mind. Absolutely.
And don't forget to call us, Alan Victoria Pinder, real estate agent professional in the state of North Carolina, at 252-327-3357. And also subscribe in our channel for more real estate tips and watch all of our videos. And we love to help you, and see you soon.